Mouse works backwards in the right way, he can continue to put on damage on Taka. So it's a little risky. We'll see if Rare decides to pull it out in this case. They definitely have to contest with the fact that Excelsior just played almost near flawless Samuel, and now they've got to make sure they don't allow what happened in game 1, where it just kind of snowballed that jungle.
Yeah, this is an interesting pickup here. I'm not sure if I necessarily like if I like the Adagio. He does have a pretty good range. He doesn't necessarily have the range advantage over the Ringo, and definitely doesn't have the empowered range advantage over the Samuel. But he can be pretty devastating if he is played weapon power in lane to kind of poke back at the Ringo that will likely be playing up there. And a Sky is picked up by Rare Syndicate. Likely, I think it's still flexible. You know, we still have a lot of flexibility here with Adagio. He could be CP jungle. I think unlikely, but we're likely to see a CP Sky in the jungle.
Yeah, I'm really fascinated. I mean, this is a very dangerous composition. Girls on Boys is a fantastic Sky. That's a composition that's back in the meta. But now you're looking at a composition where if they don't play Weapon Grace, which I don't suspect they would, then you're almost playing either a Weapon Sky, which has not been played as frequently, or, dare I say, even less rare, but maybe possible, is a Weapon Adagio. I don't know, because anything can happen now. Rare Syndicate's draft has kind of thrown me for a loop, and I do apologize if this is something that I should know, but I haven't really seen Adagio played much this update.
No, I haven't seen him played that much this update either, Dragonborn. It's been pretty Adagio free actually, but Arden has been played a lot here in VIS Pro too, and he's pretty good at giving that pseudo healing, that barrier with his Vanguard, a lot of protection that he's able to afford his allies. So pretty good pickup by Kongsta there, and it looks like we're going to be getting into the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm excited to see how this works, because we already saw the Samuel play very well. Now I'm looking at the jungle. I do like the Sky better into the Samuel. Positioning wise, can get on top of that Samuel. Samuel can't back out, and I think the damage that Sky will do, even if it goes weapon, will be tremendous into the late game. It's going to take a little bit of time to get there, just kind of like the Fortress. So it's a risky play, but I'm really worried about this lane matchup. I don't know what it's going to be the Adagio. I'm guessing it will be. And now you're talking about Ringo matchup into Adagio. I just think Ringo wins that matchup every time.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Sorry, I said actually Kongsta was on Arden. It's actually Max Green. Got the team switched up a little bit there. But we're into game 2, Rare Syndicate versus Tribe. Tribe is up 1 right now, and Rare Syndicate has their backs against the wall. What are they to do here? They need to get a 2-game reverse sweep right now. If they're able to do that, Dragonborn, it's going to be a pretty damn impressive task, if I say so myself. But it looks like we're having girls on boys here, starting as we would expect. Edwin and him in the jungle, going to be getting that extra bit of farm. And it looks like Kongsta and Max Green throwing out those charms, getting a little playful in the in the middle of the map there.
Yeah, now this is really interesting, because we are seeing 2 crystal bits on the Sky. I talked about, like, if it's not going to be a weapon Sky, now you're starting to question, is this going to be a weapon Adagio? We haven't seen a weapon Adagio played in competitive play. I mean, when we do, it's infrequent. It's very infrequent, but it is not something we've seen continuously in quite some time. So I'm very fascinated to see, or we'll have a double CP. Again, another factor, another meta play that we don't typically see as often.
Yeah, it's definitely out of meta, but we do know that we have seen...
No.
Oh my goodness, here we go. And the girls on boys going super low. He is taken out by Max Green, no less. And Edwin next on the chopping block right there. He's going pretty low himself. Taken out by the Ringo. DNZO hunting Kongsta now. All that damage. And Kongsta gets away very well. 2 kills in less than 2 minutes.
That was,
yeah,
that was just completely tragic on the side of Rare Syndicate. Girls on Boys got rooted up on the Elder Treant. That was, I guess what happened was they did a little bit of damage to kind of leash it, but Girls on Boys didn't get out in time. Oh, as soon as he got rooted up, you saw Tribe capitalized on that mistake. And, you know, it's not going to change the entire course of the game, but that's putting you back behind already 1,000 gold in the first 2 minutes. And that's not where you want to start. That's not how you wanted to start the play. So hopefully, you know, we're not seeing the nerves of Rare Syndicate get to them here in this matchup as we start off.
And 1,000 gold behind is really bad for this composition, Dragonborn. Edwin needs to get he needs to get 2 damage items, 2 tier 3 damage items to get online as a weapon power Adagio. If he's able to do that, then he's going to be much more of a damage threat. You know, have him get a Sorrow Blade, have him get a Tornado Trigger, then he could really pump out those auto attacks, and he could really put some serious hurt on Dienzio. But with them being 1,000 gold behind already, over 1,000 gold behind, it's a really difficult thing now for Edwin to be able to catch up. If you look at the lane matchup with the CS, he is only 13 to 21 for Dienzio. It's not a huge difference right now, but if that continues to snowball, Dienzio could have it in the bag with this Ringo.
Yeah, I would never want to play against Dienzio's Ringo. He is so confident, comes out in the clutch moments here to see him going in already, and he, again,
goes in a little bit, gets that Vanguard.
But he gets out.
Gets that Vanguard, and he's able to do quite a bit of damage onto Edwin. Trading a little bit, Dienzio's on the lesser end of that trade now. It looks like they're just going to go ahead back to farming. Max Green taking a bit of damage from that forward barrage. He's cutting back a little bit and just poking out there in the bush. But when do you expect them to be getting online with Dienzio here? Oh, hold on a second. We have a little bit of benediction going in. Dienzio trading back and forth with Edwin. Edwin's going pretty low. Those auto attacks coming out from Dienzio. Taking him down, but the healing, the Gift of Fire gives Edwin a little bit of his health back. But still, Dienzio keeping the aggression up in that top bush.
Yeah, one thing I want to point out, Excelsior right now, he has literally 10 CS more than Girls on Boys. So that is a huge deficit that Girls on Boys are going to have to address somehow, as he did give up, unfortunately, a bad rotation allowed Excelsior to take a decent chunk of his farm away, and he's just going to be playing from behind for the early part of this game, so that's a rough stretch for him. In the lane, it's not nearly as bleak. It's about a 9 CS lead, but again, same problem as you having Edwin is going to be behind Dienzio, and this is just going to allow Tribe to rotate very comfortably, knowing that they've got this early lead. We'll have to see just how Rare Syndicate responds. Right now, they're responding, Sean, by just being aggressive and pushing this lane up.
Yeah, they're doing that. They're trying to, but it looks like we have a Holy Nova coming out. A little bit of a stun on Dienzio, but he is coming back, doing some damage, focusing down Irwin. They're throwing out those Malice and Verdicts on him. He's taken down. Kongsta switched to him for the targeting, but it looks like Rare Syndicate is backing off just a little bit. Dienzio not giving up, throwing out that Achilles shot on the Girls on Boys, takes him down to about 25% damage. And Dienzio pushing up this lane, and Excelsior doing what he does best, rotating down into the jungle, stealing away that mid treant, and looks like he's going to buy himself some items. A Dragon's Eye online for him.
Yeah, already 5 minutes. Maybe not the fastest Dragon's Eye I've seen purchased, but very quick. And he's clearly ahead of Girls on Boys, which is going to be the problem here, right? It's not that he's getting an item so early in the game, but he's doing so, which will likely be much earlier than his opponent, thanks to him denying him a decent amount of farm. So he continues to keep that 10 CS lead. In the lane, there's about a 10 CS lead as well, so you're not seeing that lead expand, thankfully for Rare, but you are seeing Tribe make sure that they are not giving up too much more to Rare. That's going to be something that, you know, Rare needs to find a wedge that they can push in and start to open up an advantage.
Oh, here we go, Dragonborn Benediction in. Death from above comes out, separating Tribe, and Excelsior going a little bit low. Hellfire Brew comes out onto Girls on Boys. He's taken pretty low. 206 crit damage coming out of Dienzio with that spell sword. It's good damage. Edwin, he's next, but he's able to use that healing potion, healing flask a little bit. They're keeping the pressure on this turret here. Excelsior kiting around, trying to do some damage. Chip damage onto this turret. Excelsior so low, will he be able to get out in time? The Vanguard, he gets away, and now we have Kongsta taken out so low. Edwin is soon to follow, and now Excelsior on Girls on Boys taken out, and that is an ace at 6.5 minutes in, and so down goes the first turret for Tribe. 5-0 right now, Dragonborn.
I mean, you could deny the fact that the bait was there. Tribe played it perfectly. You saw Excelsior drop so low, baiting Girls on Boys all the way in deep. He's like, I can get this, but a Vanguard, it squashed it completely. Said, nope, denied the kill over to Rare Syndicate. They needed it. That would have been a perfect opportunity to start to turn the fight around. But once they lost that leverage, that positioning, they completely fell apart there. They were wedge separated between the lane and the jungle, and you saw Dienzio, with no problem at all, was able to solo Edwin in the lane, take him out, then rotate down and help secure that ace.
Yeah, it was a pretty smart move by Max Green to hold that Vanguard just for the greatest opportune moment. And him throwing that off was so clutch, was able to keep the members of Tribe alive, keep his 2 carries alive. Really well done by them. And 5-0 right now with a 4,000 gold lead. We see Max Green throwing out those charms. This is a confident captain if I've ever seen so here on VIS Pro. Things are looking really good for them in this game too. And they're still maintaining the pressure here. They've got a pretty good wave actually built up right now. And it looks like they're going to be throwing it down onto this turret here. Dienzio taking a little bit of that forward barrage, but Edwin getting hit down to about half health. Oblivion actually, whoa, we got a lot of blocks off from that death from above. Oh my goodness, Dienzio, he's taken out, and so does Edwin though. Zelciar getting that Vanguard. He's able to kite backwards, and Girls on Boys throwing out that forward barrage, kiting around, hitting Max Green. He's on the target. Zelciar is next on the list, and Zelciar is going low. He's taken out by, oh my goodness, Cogstar takes him out. Max Green, he's next on the list. Vanguards himself. He's kiting backwards, but he's no match for Girls on Boys. Girls on Boys following, forward barraging, not able to hit him, and the little bit of the teleport there just saying, it's okay, I'm backing off.
Yeah, healing flask right there at the end was just enough sustain to keep him alive, and the Girls on Boys and Kunksta couldn't contest. Oh, but Girls on Boys didn't see Dienzio pushing it right through the lane. Deleted, and a wasted, potentially wasted ultimate from Kongstar. Double kill for Dienzio there. Oh, and Edwin, triple kill. Triple kill.
What an amazing gauntlet. They knew they had Edwin dead to rights right there. Stunned him up with that gauntlet. Oh, Dienzio doing it so good.
Dienzio just ruined like what I was going to talk about for the next minute and a half, was just like, hey, this could be Rare Syndicate finding that wedge they needed to wedge back into this game. And Dienzio just said, nah, shut it completely down. Coming in there, very fast rotation. You know, we're only at 9 minutes. These death timers are low. So you've got to respect that. And just like that, not respecting it, another fight where Dienzio's just dominating here in the lane.
Oh, he's got to be careful though. That forward barrage doing quite a bit of damage, but the Fountain of Renewal pops, and he's going to heal him up a little bit. And a block on that Oblivion, but it doesn't matter because he goes down anyway. And a double kill. Again, another ace for Tribe.
What is this? You see a Hellfire Brew just for style points because he doesn't need it. Like, the guy is just focusing, making sure he gets the auto attacks on. And this is that spell sword Ringo that we have seen come into fame here on VIS Pro.
Over and over again, we have double Tyrant's Monocle now, probably working towards a Tornado trigger next, or who knows, maybe even triple Tyrant's Monocle. Dienzio is just doing the work. Echo picked up by Arden. And man, 10 minutes in, we have 2-12 right now. And Crystal Sentry is actually taken away. Oh man, Dragonborn, what does Rare Syndicate have to do to prevent Tribe from pushing further into their base?
Well, they can't give up a fight here. They don't need the fight, but unfortunately, Tribes initiated it, and look how fast.
And here we go.
Yeah.
Edwin's taken out by Dienzio. Quite again, double kill actually. He is just on a rampage here. Triple kill, another ace.
Wow, that's
3
game.
aces within 5 minutes. That's game right there, Dragonborn.
Could be.
We have a huge wave pushed up, and this is gonna be it.
Yeah, I mean, they may not end the game here. I say it's game because they're going to be able to push here and probably just contest by Ringo just stutter stepping these players to death. Oh, God. I mean, yeah, this is going to be it. With Adagio down, they're going to be able to have this minion wave push in here. If Girls on Board, yeah, that's it. That's game.
That's it. Kogsta and the rest of Rare Syndicate, they just gave up right there near their healing pad. They're like, you know what, Tribe, the Vainglory World Champions, has it in the bag. What minions? What minions? We don't need no minions. Let's go ahead and take down these 2 Vein Crystal turrets, and that's it. Tribe takes this game here, the first game tonight on VIS Pro, 2-0 in this first series versus Rare Syndicate. Well done by them.
This might be one of the shortest series we've actually streamed on VIS Pro. I mean, we typically have delays and we have long matches, and, Tribe against a 16-seeded team last week. They struggled in the first 2 games. I mean, it was not clean.
Almost a perfect game.
And
in this game, it pretty much, isn't that the same thing that happened? Did we have 4 deaths last time, or was it, I think